few minutes ago, I got this email. It says, "Hey, Shanae, thanks for joining the A team. Together, we'll be creating an entirely new way for people to create and edit video in Descript. We're rebuilding Underlord as an AI co-editor. You now have access." And then it says, "See the latest updates and what it can do and join the conversation with everyone trying it." So I'm going to click see the latest updates. This is what it looked like when I first went to Descript and applied. And it says a smart, versatile, tireless AI co-editor with all the tools it needs to make any video you want. Clicked apply to test. It says edit this for me. I see there are some repeated takes and long pauses. I'll remove those. Okay, yes, please. Do a visual pass. I added zooms to mask the jump cuts, section titles, and placeholders. Pretty cool. The strength of 100 co-editors, the brilliance of 103. These are the things that it's saying that it can do. So your AI co-editor isn't just an order taker. It applies reasoning, make your video look and sound better. We'll see. It knows Descript. Don't know how to do something in Descript? No problem. Just tell it. It's crazy fast. Delegate the tedious, time-sucking parts of your workflow. Any job you want done on any video you want to create. It says translate this demo into Spanish, edit my pitch video, add stock media to the video, and then you promise us participation, new feature testing, weekly use and feedback. We promise you access. This is literally the first time that I'm trying this and I wanted to record it. So I'm just going to give you my honest take. I'm just going to say edits for this video. I want to edit it into a 10-minute YouTube video. Submit, and then let's see what it says. Absolutely, here's my plan. So review your current script and scenes to understand the content. Suggest edits to condense the material to around 10 minutes. Identify sections that can be trimmed, tightened, or removed. Recommended pacing, possible chapter breaks, and any stylistic enhancements. I'll now proceed to condense the video to approximately 10 minutes. So I guess it's doing it because it doesn't say. Okay, so here it does show. It says thinking it was a little confusing. Editing chunks 1 through 19. And they should maybe have like a progress bar because I have no idea how long this is going to take. Okay, so something happened. It only took about like 3 minutes. I don't know if it's good yet, so we will have to see. The video has been condensed and edited to focus on the most valuable actionable content for a 10-minute YouTube version. Removed repeated chat instructions, technical check-ins, filler words, long pauses, off-topic asides. Kept only the core educational content. We'll see. Ended with a single clear call to action. The script is now extremely concise. However, the current duration is still about 27 minutes. This is because the original delivery is quite paced and only most essential sentences remain. To reach a true 10-minute cut, you may need to re-record the content with a faster delivery or rewrite the script to be even more concise. To condense the script further, rewrite the script, add chapter breaks, or proceed with another specific change. So this is actually really good because this was long. It was an hour. So for it to condense it to 27 minutes is pretty good. I'm just going to listen to the first few minutes and see if it's even on track to sound good.
We're about to start day 1 of the AI Agents for Non-Tech Founders Masterclass. Today will inevitably change the way maybe you're thinking about the future of your business.
So what I'm going to do is I actually think that maybe it should start here because this is my fault. The intro was like kind of boring and extremely slow. So I'm going to say, wouldn't it be better to start the video here? I want to see how it responds because if it's going to be a co-editor, then I want it to use its reasoning. What do you think about starting the video here? Great idea. And I guess it's gonna just do it for me. I kind of like that. I know that some people wouldn't, but I like that it's not asking like, do you give me permission now to trim the video? Now it says that it's completed.
As AI advances, your market will inevitably change. How you could leverage AI in your business will inevitably change. And if you deeply care about your clients, you should be on the forefront. So you should anticipate maybe how they could start to leverage AI in their businesses. I also want to know how much exposure you.
So this was from a live, so I wouldn't want this. And it doesn't necessarily have that context because I don't think I said, hey, we're live in the beginning of this recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it context and say, this video was a live video recording, so you can remove any interactive questions because it won't necessarily be relevant. Would it have just been easier in this case for me to delete it and then move forward? Yes. But I'm trying to see if I give it that context, if it has the reasoning to then be like, okay, well, it also is in these other places. So it's understanding that it's supposed to be making it more evergreen by cutting out those live specific moments. Okay, all interactive questions and prompts directed at the live chat. Your YouTube upload will now feel more polished. And now it's less than 23 minutes, it's 22 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go up here and I'm going to say, can you make some jump cuts or sound effects in the first 60 seconds? So then it said this, yes, let's add some energy to the first 60 seconds. Here's my plan. Add a few well-placed jump cuts. And a jump cut is just like, it zooms in, it zooms out, something comes up to the screen and it's like a little sound effect, whatever. Insert some subtle professional sound effects like whoosh or pop at key transitions. Ensure the edits feel natural and don't distract from the message, which is really important because if you do too many, then it just gets like you're on a roller coaster and it could be overwhelming. Now, if this truly, and I'm not going to force you to watch the entire thing, but I'm going to watch like a minute or two of this. And if this truly just was able to cut down an hour video to the most essential 24 minutes and be at least 80% correct, then it's pretty phenomenal already and saves editors hours and hours and hours of time. So it said that it completed this in a minute. Jump cuts and subtle professional sound effects have been added to the first 60 seconds. The pacing is tighter with alternating camera and zoom layouts to keep viewers engaged. So let's see if that's true.
You deeply know the proven processes within your business. This really will demonstrate the difference between what an AI agent is and is not. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT and I'm going to say, I need to create.
The cuts, the zoom ins are pretty good. I don't know what sounds they added. I don't see any of the sounds. Add a camera shutter click with a jump cut before or after. Inevitably change in the first sentence of the script and in the second sentence. And this is because the first 30 seconds are really the most critical. But for it to do this good for a video that's pretty hard for me to give it, like I'm not giving it a video where these are the 10 lies that you were told in marketing. Lie number 10, the 10th lie that you've been told is that you need a website. This is why that's completely false. So like that would be a faster edit where it wouldn't have to do as much reasoning or as much work, and it would be easier for the AI to cut. How this could change our behavior is obviously the better the pacing, the more organized the script, the easier it is for this AI tool to just dominate. This is something to think about as you're preparing for your LinkedIn lives and everything. So it says, I've added visual jump cuts, but I actually don't have the ability to add audio sound effects like a camera shutter click directly. So it can do the visual cuts, it can't do the sound effects yet, which is understandable.
Your market will inevitably change. How you could leverage AI in your business will inevitably change.
I will say that the zooms that
As
it did,
AI advances, your market will inevitably change. How you could leverage AI in your business will inevitably change.
the zooms that it did were pretty smooth. It didn't cut off my forehead and they were well transitioned. And it took an hour and something video to a 22-minute video. And just my first initial reaction of this is that this is going to be a very useful tool for editors, and it won't be long before really the ultimate moat being you having the best messaging. And through the leverage of AI tools like this, AI video editing tools, the process of editing a video is going to be a lot faster, whether you're the only person on your team or whether you have a small team or a big team. And the real leverage is going to be the messaging, the delivery, the energy, because the editing is going to be, you're going to have an AI co-editor. It's already here. It did a good job. I personally don't know of a human that could have taken a 1-hour video and turned it into a 22-minute video with a great 80% plus context understanding that would have been able to do this in 10 minutes in the way that it did this, and even adding some of the editing and jump cuts. It's as good as probably 80% of editors out there.